Hey guys, just letting you know some nutritional tips that I've learned over the last several months. Um, I want to let you know this because I know we've had that post on here, so I couldn't really type it out. I wanted to show you, and one of my biggest challenges too, my friend, is tacos. As you can tell, my Roundhouse Deli tri-tip tacos are off the charts. They're so good. If you come to Cali, look me up and we will, if for nothing else, not to see the church, not to talk theology, but to go eat some tri-tip tacos. I'll take you there. In fact, I'll do you one better. I'll cook you some tri-tip tacos, because what I've learned after the addiction to the tri-tip tacos is how to cook it myself. And smoking tri-tip, it can take all night. It can take an hour. It just depends on how you want to cook it. But as I look at different foods that I love, and knowing that when I go buy it in a restaurant, I'm going to get unnecessary carbs, unnecessary fat. So I cook it myself and I season it myself. And my wife has kind of learned to do this too. And I don't know where you guys are at in this as far as your cooking abilities. I grew up firstborn child of 4, latchkey kid. So I learned to cook at an early age, but I haven't learned to cook healthy until recently. So some of the things I do, first of all, when I do my calorie count, I always make sure I put almonds, make sure my fiber intake is there before anything else. Fiber and protein, those are the two things I do first when I log my next day's calorie intake. So when I do that, I always put almonds. Almonds are in there because it's high in fiber, good fat. And then also it has some good carbs and some protein. It's good. But then when it comes to cooking my meat or marinating my meat, if I'm feeling like we're gonna have tacos, which is kind of like 3 times a week, honestly, because we're that addicted to tacos. All right, so whether we do chicken, turkey, beef, I'm gonna either use Chipotle's. This is Dano's on Amazon. You can look it up, or I'll send you a link if you want. Just message me. Dano's Chipotle. I found it's the best. It has zero. It has, you can't really see it. It's a very small print down there in the nutritional area. Has 0 calories. And so I'll mix that with some Anko powder and some garlic salt. This is key, man. Oh, garlic salt. Now this is a little bit different. It's still 0 calories, but you got to watch your sodium intake if you have some blood pressure issues. But a little bit of that goes a long way. Then another tip that I learned is lemon pepper. I've cooked with this garlic salt and lemon pepper my whole life. It's just a quick thing that gives so much flavor to your food, and it makes eating enjoyable. Even eating chicken and rice, broccoli. If you want to do that, throw some garlic salt on your broccoli, dude. Just don't go overboard if you have some blood pressure issues. For breakfast, sometimes I'd want a burrito. So I'll use a tortilla, flour tortilla, corn tortilla, and I'll do eggs. And then with my chicken, I don't know if you ever heard of chorizo. But chorizo is a sausage, and it's usually very fatty. So instead of getting the sausage part of it, I'll get turkey, chicken, even fish. The fish doesn't go so well with this chorizo mix, but I've tried it and failed. It's okay, but it's not like turkey or chicken or beef, right? Pork is king. But here we go, chorizo mix, and this is also on Amazon. 0 added calories, so that's a huge help in those kind of things. I have some Chinese mixes that I do, five spice Chinese for different Chinese dishes that I do, soups or whatever. Super simple, man. I mean, you can put it in an Instapot, you can put it in a slow cooker, and you can mix it and let it marinate itself. It's phenomenal. It just helps you eat healthy. So 8 to 10, well, really, depending on your protein intake, 4 to 10 ounces of meat, and you throw this stuff on there. Another tip. All right, another tip. This is going to be a little longer video, but another tip that I found is, instead of buying Hidden Valley Ranch, which I've always hated, I've always loved. Haven't you loved this? The restaurant ranch. It's so good, but it's so bad for you. What I've found is you can do mayonnaise to mix it with this stuff. Hidden Valley Ranch seasons. They have them in packets. This is at Costco for now. It's also on Amazon. But I put that and I mix it in with the mayo, or even better, Greek yogurt, or even sour cream. And I mix that together and use it as a sauce for my salads, for anything. If you want to dip some chicken in it, oh, it's phenomenal. Now, here's a great tip. If you want to do kind of like a Southwestern ranch dressing. You mix that powder, ranch powder, this ranch powder right here with any kind of Mexican seasoning, any kind of Hispanic seasoning, and it'll make it good. But it goes really good with the chipotle. You mix a little bit of that together and just test it out, see what goes on. Those are some of the tips that I've used to keep the food tasting amazing and satisfying, so I'm not running down to the market to Roundhouse Deli for their tri-tip tacos. I always get sirloin steak. I don't even buy the frozen hamburgers anymore. I buy sirloin steak, no visible fat. If I'm gonna do burgers, I grind up the meat myself. I know you may not have a grinder. I just use my Ninja blender, and it works okay. Just don't do too much because you kill your blender, but it'll work fine in the small portions. So I've done it for my whole family. I've done 6-ounce steaks, hamburgers, to 10-ounce hamburgers through that, and it works well. Forgive me. So that's the tip: sirloin instead of the frozen meat. And it doesn't take that long to prepare. And if you're going to prepare it, you can prepare it days in advance. And maybe your wife or somebody you know in your church is a good cook. You can ask them to prepare it for you. And I'll be honest, some of the best the best food I've had are from the people in my church who have prepared the food for me. And I've asked them to do it in a healthy way, and they've done a great job. But since I'm a foodie, I tend to like to do it myself. It's kind of relaxing for me. All right, nutrition. I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, those are some of the pro tips. Get your fiber in. You want your stomach working well. I'm trying to think of some other things, but that's it. I mean, tuna. I'm a big fan of tuna. You may not be. Tuna fish in a can, like, I'm nuts about it. So I'll drink the juice. That's how gross I am about it. Okay, just don't let that turn you off so much. But I love the tuna. As I've grown, I like the more critically acclaimed type of foods. You know, I watch a lot of Bobby Flay, so I've learned some stuff from him, and then I tweak it. But if you want some recipes, I'll try to throw some recipes out there for you, maybe in video form as well. Wow, 7-minute video. I hope you guys can watch this whole thing. I'm going to try to download it to this feed, and you guys let me know what you think. If you have any questions, see ya.